and jabbering. We are... Let me just turn some things down. Turn that down. Turn off the music. Let's jump in here and clear our speedrun save slot. Goodbye. But yes. So, thankfully I don't have to start time until I get into the game. I'm actually in control of the ship. So we get time to set this up. So we are going to be running with the Starlink crew members this time for a change. Because like I say, I want the incentive to... So we've got Mason Rana. Apparently his blast is Orbital Strike. Apparently his special ability is Orbital Strike. I don't know how good that is. I don't know what it does. Just for those wondering, that notification in the top corner, that way. I always forget that my camera is not mirrored. That way. That's just saying congratulations. You've signed up to the Ubisoft Club. You've redeemed a bunch of rewards. Congratulations. Here's some freebies to get you started. It helps a little bit with the speedrun because it means we have to do a bit less farming. But it's more useful in the big full game run. Hey Paige, boop to you too. So let's get Mason Rana on the go. Recording, and we're gonna, yeah, this is what I mean. Look at the speed start there, 100, and then the R-Wing has 150. So it's got a lot faster, but it has less energy and less defense. So we might just be balanced actually. So we're gonna grab this. We are going to press the wrong button. I'm gonna grab the flamethrower. Yeah, you haven't come in at the end. You've actually come in at the start for once. But yes, it's always a pleasure to see you. So let's grab our mods. We go for additional energy. The reflect chance, because... Is there actually a speed one in here? That's a good point. I should probably check if there's a... No, there isn't a speed one. So we go for the reflect chance. And just straight defense. And then elemental resistance because we can. Actually, given that we have... Given that we all... Nah, do you know what? We'll stick with the energy. Energy is more important. Higher speed. And all that. Okay, yeah. As usual, it feels weird being home considering I work up in Glasgow this month. Yeah. I was the same when I left Red. And on this one we put this. And then we switch to the ice missiles. We put the increased ice damage on it, but I also put the reduced cost on there. Or the additional damage, because that just means it's going to be our most used weapon because it has a longer range than the flamethrower. So we want that one to deal the bulk of the damage, so we may as well make it better at doing that. We are fully set up now. So... Oh yeah, I think I may have set a new record in the amount of time it takes to submit a run after submission's open. I managed to submit the Starfox, the actual Fox McCloud version of this run in 6 minutes. But yes, let's get into the run. Just a quick reminder that time starts when I take control of the ship after skipping the cutscenes. And time ends when we hit the cutscene for defeating Starwolf, or Wolf O'Donnell. So, we've got a couple of cutscenes that we get to skip first. We're not going to get the reminder that we can barrel roll to deflect projectiles because we're not in the R-Wing. Go! We're off. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm playing in French. I really should have tried Italian, but we'll do a run of that next week. That extra energy is... That's a lot of extra energy, actually. We might actually be faster in this. Come on, lock on. There we go, that's one. Two. 3. Oh look. Did I get it? Nope. Yep, got it. I feel like this is taking... There we go. Cool. So now we're crash landing on the planet. I feel like that took a lot longer.
Merci.
Yeah, unfortunately at this point we're waiting for the loading screen. We're waiting for the loading to disappear. And there it goes. Skip. So, this ship is called... I can't remember the name of it already. I've already forgotten because it's not important. Yeah. Everybody prefers the R-Wing. I'm hoping if this does get in that...
Vaisseau en ligne. Réserve d'énergie enclenchée.
Sage,
Come on.
je dois retourner à l'équinoxe. Prépare un scan.
Négatif. Nova de l'équinoxe en baisse. Communication longue distance perturbée.
There we go. And as I discovered last week,
Arme de courte portée recommandée.
I could just ignore these guys and run away. Run away!
L'équinoxe.
Oh, that's... I've just realised a huge reason why we take the...
Terminé. Combinaison élémentaire recommandée.
C'est quoi ces trucs?
I've just realised why we take the... because this thing uses a heck of a lot of energy just to set off.
T'es en vie? Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Tout le monde va bien?
C'est bon. On est tous là.
Ah, merci. Super nouvelle. Bon, on se met en route. Grande a besoin de nous.
Impossible.
So, we are now going to head away from the Nova.
On en a un de rechange,
The
mais
Nova.
sans carburant, on ira nulle part.
Yeah, look at that drop as we set off on the boost. This is going to be a heck of
Peut-être
a
que si.
tight...
Ouvre ta carte.
Yeah, now I see why we take the R-Wing. Oh, this is going to be painful. This is actually going to be painful. Because... Okay, not so much of a drop that time. Maybe that's the trick. We don't let it fill up.
Base de données Starlink mise à jour.
Voilà ton vaisseau.
Okay, so I actually got here quicker this time?
Pour l'instant, le reste de la planète est pas cartographié.
Razor, je détecte un signal extraterrestre près d'ici.
Je me demande s'il y a quelqu'un. Ça vaut le coup d'aller
I
voir.
mean, I'm literally
La
here.
carte. Il y a pas grand-chose pour l'instant, mais quand on aura exploré les environs, ça nous sera très utile.
Alerte de proximité. De nombreux ennemis.
It's not going to let me continue until I defeat these guys. There we go.
Je vais chercher de l'aide.
Prudence. On sait pas ce qui nous attend.
Bah, je vais te dire un truc qui s'y
And
trouve.
now we've got to wait for the voice lines.
Une réunion de robots super méchants.
Des robots super méchants? On a vu quoi? Quelques Drake et des cyclopes?
Attendez, vous voulez dire que c'est normal pour vous? Dire que je pensais que Corneria avait des problèmes? C'est rien qu'une bande de parasites. On en a éliminé pas mal la semaine dernière. On va bien pouvoir en vaincre encore quelques-uns.
I'm right here.
Eh, le signal...
There we
Te
go.
revoilà. Attendez, vous n'êtes pas Ticket? Mon assistant n'est jamais là quand on a besoin de lui.
Salut. Bon, moi c'est Mason. Notre vaisseau s'est écrasé. Vous auriez du carburant?
Désolé. La disparition de mon assistant m'a perturbé. Vous n'auriez pas vu quelqu'un
Yeah, it's a bit strange that we have a fully voice acted game.
hasard?
I mean, it is Ubisoft,
Non,
so...
mais peut-être qu'on peut s'entraider?
J'ai envoyé Ticket poser une balise et il l'a mise à côté d'un nid de kobold. Les étoiles seules savent où il est, mais il faut détruire ce nid. Ensuite, on verra pour ce carburant.
Here we go. They run out. Dang it. Yeah.
Gentil de sa part. Atlas est un endroit dangereux, mais on n'est pas à l'abri d'une bonne rencontre.
Ouais,
Would be nice if I had access to speed information, but...
On est à la recherche d'un
Ah.
certain Wolf. Il a commis pas mal de méfaits chez nous, sur Corneria. C'est l'heure de régler les comptes. Vous inquiétez pas, quand on aura quitté cette planète, on le débusquera.
And...
Et on le
Oh,
fera payer.
compris. Bon, quand on aura retapé l'équinoxe, on partira à
On-
la recherche de notre chef.
okay.
Qu'on pourrait s'entraider?
We have
Analyse
reached...
de données terminée.
reached our first objective. Destroy the Empire.
Ok, je crois que j'apprends.
That is.
Souhaitez-moi bonne chance. Je crois que je les ai énervés.
We'll just crash into it and then we'll move on.
Nid est détruit.
Next objective is to take down
Plus de nid, plus de
a
cobalt.
Nova
Voilà ce que
extractor,
j'aime. Il y a de
or an
l'électron
Electrum
qui nous
extractor
attend.
that has Nova in its core.
En fait, notre vaisseau a besoin de Nova.
De la Nova? D'où venez-vous comme ça?
Pour la plupart d'entre nous.
So if we get here quick enough, we cancel a few voice lines,
Précisément du New Jersey.
which is a nice little time save. I don't know how well we're gonna... Yeah,
Intéressant. Maintenant qu'on a aidé
nice. We did get the interruption
on a
of
une
voice
meilleure
lines.
visibilité sur cette planète.
Voilà un extracteur de la Légion. On tient notre cible.
Attention, les extracteurs sont des machines de
And
la
then
Légion.
we
Autrefois, ils
interrupted
étaient
some
faciles
more
à
again.
démanteler, mais depuis le réveil, ils
Nice.
se défendent très efficacement.
Waouh, regardez cette
So unfortunately, ads will not be paused for tonight
Arme de
because
siège recommandée.
I don't actually need to take out the
impressionnant.
Cyclopses that are
On est sur notre coup là.
hovering around, but that just means they're more annoying. In fact, they're done. They're dead. They've run away. Oh yeah, I need to grab the core.
Sera exposé.
Really shouldn't forget that. If it turns out there's literally no difference in time, then I will be, or very little difference in time, I'll
Maintenant, prends
be
le noyau et
happy.
file en vitesse.
Le noyau se trouve au centre de l'extracteur. Attrapez-le fermement et tirez, mais pas trop fort.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
Interstellaire. La Nova est si rare.
That's another
vos
thing I
talents
need
pourraient
to
vous rapporter
get
une
better at is
fortune.
Je comprends pas.
reorienting myself when
Si seulement.
I complete an objective and move on.
Même si l'électrum ne manque pas, personne ne sait comment le raffiner. Alors,
But
la
that
seule
is
source de Nova
the
se
bulk
trouve
of the
à
optimization in
l'intérieur
this
de
run,
ces
is
machines.
making sure you are pointing
Et
the
tout le
right
monde
direction
n'a
when
pas
you
votre
leave,
courage, vous savez.
because
Je me demande si Grant
you
est au
may
courant
not
de tout ça.
always have
Comment
the
ça?
objective
Notre
reticle
capitaine.
when you set
C'est un grand.
off.
Il sait créer de la Nova.
Votre capitaine s'est créé de la Nova 1000 étoiles, il fallait le dire. Un tel savoir pourrait transfigurer tout le système. Mais il a disparu.
C'est pour ça qu'on est là.
Je vois, c'est fascinant.
We'll leave that there. We'll let it come back up. Go again. Yeah, no worries. Take care, dear. I'll see you soon. By the time you get back, we should be on. We should have finished this, and we'll be on run. Well, I say that we might. We probably won't have finished this by the time you get back. Actually, an hour. The 55-minute run, I'm reckoning. Just given the time that it's taken us to get back here with the Nova core. Dang it, I crashed into. That's the other thing we don't want to do.
Voilà le noyau. C'est bien tout ce
Cool,
qu'il
let's
fallait.
go.
Magnifique. L'extraction de la Nova ne devrait prendre qu'un instant.
So while we're waiting for these voice lines to finish, we can start making our way back to
C'est-à-dire.
Vous avez un capitaine
whatever the
approuvé,
ship's actually
n'est-ce pas?
called that I
Et
can't
un
remember off the
capitaine
top
qui
of my
s'est
head.
créé de la Nova. Un expert pourrait être très utile à votre équipage et je sais même me battre.
Faudra que tu rencontres toute l'équipe et que tout le monde soit d'accord.
Alors, un congé sabbatique s'impose. Je vous retrouve là-bas. Il me reste à retrouver ce maudit assistant.
C'est la Nova.
Yeah, so there's the
Vraiment? Bon, bah pourquoi pas.
thing saying we're on the way back.
En tout cas, à plus tard.
Dis donc, mais ils sont trop bons, leurs casse-croûtes.
Eh, arrête de t'empiffrer comme ça, tu vas avoir un coup de barre. On doit tous rester au taquet si on veut attraper Wolf.
And
J'y suis presque.
Bien. Quand on aura chargé la Nova,
okay, so we're only
on pourra partir.
slightly. Yeah, we're
On
about.
trouve Grant.
Exact.
Ouais, sauf s'il est... vous savez...
Lévi, mais enfin.
Bah quoi?
So we are a little bit behind.
N'ayez crainte.
At least
c'est
behind my
notre
P-bit.
capitaine.
Sorry, we'll record
On
them.
va le sauver.
Hello, I've got the keys again.
Hey,
I forgot
je suis
to
là.
give you the
Comment je fais
keys.
pour transférer la Nova?
Really a
Ouvre
thing,
l'ordi de
sorry.
ton vaisseau. Tu pourras lancer la séquence de réparation depuis l'écran de l'Equinox.
Not too early. Oh no.
Super.
There we go.
Si on trouve de la bonne marchandise, faudra
And-
essayer d'autres améliorations pour l'Equinox. En attendant, on va voir si ça marche.
I messed up that, so we are good. That's fine. So we'll split on that.
C'était un
We'll skip the cutscene.
Fonctionnalité de vol rétablie.
À toi de jouer.
They're not restored. I like that.
Et pour nos amis de Starfox,
Sage comes up immediately and says, "Flight systems restored," but
Pas
they're
si vite.
not.
J'ai réfléchi à ce que Mason nous a dit là-bas. On devrait collaborer. Quelque chose me dit qu'on va avoir besoin de renforts, et c'est valable pour vous aussi. Qu'est-ce que vous en dites?
Ouais. je pense que c'est une très bonne idée. On en reparle à l'équinoxe. En fait, une fois que j'y serai, j'aimerais jeter un coup d'œil à ton vaisseau par moi-même.
There we go. We're off. Let's go. So, we're in space. We're now free to fly wherever we want. Ish. It's time to go knock on Haven's door. Boost. So we get to the...
Base de données Starlink mise à jour.
Sweet. And then we point at Haven, which is that big planet there. So unlike the first planet, Kirit, which is mostly a desert planet full of bones and, you know, stuff that really... sort of stuff. This is a very much a lush, vegetated planet.
Je vais te montrer un truc. Ouvre l'ordinateur de ton vaisseau.
Vegetated a word? Feels wrong, but yes. It is a dense... Oh yeah, I need to open pilot skills, otherwise it won't let me continue. I want to take just straight damage.
Super. Merci pour l'info.
Je disais, les kobolds sur Kirit et les Drake qui ont agressé Shade font partie de la Légion. Donc la Légion est forcément
And then when we finish on this planet, we unlock fast travel, which at least helps us get to the rest of the run quite quickly.
Maintenant, reste à savoir qui.
Wow. On dirait ce prospecteur d'Haven. Un
Come on.
vieux fou qui passait son temps à radoter sur la hiérarchie de la Légion.
Parfait, je vais aller lui parler.
Oula, attendez. Je voulais dire que vous êtes aussi fou que lui. Les humains comprennent pas les analogies ou quoi?
J'ai vu ceux qui ont levé
So yeah, we're flying through space at the moment, and this would be a good time to get any donations or messages from the hosts.
C'est pas quelqu'un de très agréable.
C'est pas seulement quand il te parle, t'es sûr?
There's a few.
Ah,
There's
donc on a
3
lu
space travel bits.
C'est bon à savoir.
Ah, dernière
There's
chose.
the hyperdrive.
L'hyperespace est
Now
rétabli.
we get to shift.
Tâche de pas percuter
And again, I can boost while in hyperspace just to give us a bit extra speed.
Merci. Je vais faire attention.
Alerte. Piège hyperspatial hors la loi en approche.
We'll dodge that. We'll hit this next one because we're forced to. This is a combat encounter. This is the Crimson DLC. If we could downpatch and remove this, we would, but we can't because this is a Switch game. I really should be skipping this cutscene instead of watching it. Or rather, this is the initial introduction to...
Fréquence ouverte.
Oh, I shouldn't be shooting at that guy. Yeah, Rancor. He becomes a allied pilot that you can, if you buy the DLC, you can fly as, along with his ship. Oops, sugar. Nice. Let's get to Haven. That's those dealt with. Upon completing Haven and us returning for the next bit of the mission. Thankfully, our work on this planet, and I will grab this because I always forget which way I'm going. I grab this, set a marker, and go. I tend to stick to the air now rather than skimming across the surface like we had to on Curry, because there are just fewer obstacles up here. The only problem is if I fly a little bit too high, it will just eject me back into space. But saying that, I could probably use the downtime in getting into space to set this up. Yeah, that might be an idea.
Même crâne d'œuf a de la ressource. Tu vois, on n'a aucun autre choix pour survivre.
Ok, je viens d'atteindre Haven. Waouh, je préfère largement cette vue.
Oh, we are nearly there.
Cherche une vieille raffinerie. Elle devrait pas être loin d'une rivière.
So the plan is, as long as I can get here before I mean, mostly here.
Je vais faire de mon mieux.
So yeah, we're almost there. Oh, and I actually put the marker in front of the base. That's not a good thing.
Surtout, le prends pas mal, mais t'as pas l'air du genre à te faire beaucoup d'amis.
Alerte. Teigne piquante fixée. Attaque ou jette la teigne piquante.
Prickle burr attached.
On ne bouge plus. Ici, c'est une propriété.
Thanks, Sage, for ruining that.
Vous allez décamper d'ici avant de faire une autre erreur.
I thought I'd interrupted the voice line, but actually the voice line interrupted this cutscene.
Mon ami Shade dit qu'en ce qui concerne la Légion, vous en savez plus que n'importe qui ici. J'espère juste que c'est vrai.
Now it's a shame that the face of Eli, just up in the middle of the screen over there, isn't animated like the comms, the ship comms, and we will get him animated later. Although we won't see that much of him animated. So, first task for Eli. Grab some...
Ok, je vais voir ce que je peux faire.
C'est trop cool. On a un nouveau pote alien pour nous aider.
N'oubliez pas pourquoi on est là. Les amis,
Grab
c'est
some
bien. Les infos, c'est mieux.
materials. This ship feels really slow. Like, and not just because I can see my splits and how much time it's taking me to do stuff, just because it genuinely feels slow. Like, I know exactly where the... Thankfully, this never changes. So I can come and do that. Grab that. Leave. Oh, sugar, nearly. Managed to dodge the trees. That's the main part. The weird mushroom looking trees. Damn it. There we go.
Base de données Starlink mise à jour.
Now, do I need to speak? I can't remember if I need to speak to Eli again here or whether I can just turn around and carry on. And no, I don't. Cool. Right. So now we get sent off to find a Legion Drake that has crash landed on the planet to get some data from it. Now, for the most part, this is taking us through some of the side content that we can do to get more mods, which give us different power boosts to different stats. For the most part, we don't really care. The two things we care most about are speed and energy. Admittedly, in an ideal run, we'd be using the R-Wing because it's faster, even though it has significantly less energy for boosting. It's still faster. There we go. Managed to boost the wrong way because I was mashing the A button to get out. Actually, what am I doing? Why am I skimming? Also, if nobody's noticed that, let me just... Oh, I didn't do it that time. When I took off the first time, it sort of did the TIE fighter warming up sound. But yes, yeah, let's... Come on. Let's... Cool. And we'll just use the jump. The drop in. Could have pointed that better. And then when we leave, we need to go that way. We will do our best to maintain the orientation. Also, we can't leave the circle. If we break the circle, we break the hack, we lose a heck of a lot of time. I will see what that Putting walls on my phone while we wait for the next lot of... There's another Cyclops. There it is. Die. Die. Come on. There's got to be more. There's another one. There it is. I was wondering when that was going to drop in. You watch. I'll have set this to medium by mistake. Oh, it's just a thing from me going live. Great. Okay, let's go. Get in the air. So yeah, we need to go this way. We're heading towards a... Spire? Yes, a Guardian Spire, I believe they're called. A Warden Spire.
Désolé, mais j'ai pas tout compris. C'est quoi un Grax?
Ah, une créature redoutable. D'après la légende, il est né il y a des siècles dans un tombeau oublié.
Need to stay out of the upper atmosphere if we can help it.
Ça dépend des versions.
Ah, donc c'est le gros méchant, mais dans la vraie vie. Ok.
C'est juste une vieille légende d'hors-la-loi. Faut pas s'inquiéter.
Yeah, we are. Oh, we need to go left a little bit because there is a. So I don't know if you can tell on the map, but that red circle is the region of pollution around a what are they called? Extractor. That is the region of influence around an extractor. It prevents us from flying. Just not a good thing.
Un vestige d'une époque oubliée qui recèlerait de précieux trésors. Mais il faut de l'audace pour y aller. En revanche, elles sont inactives depuis des siècles, mais elles restent bien défendues.
Donc, si je comprends
And now we have to wait for the lights to come on.
contrôlé par une vieille tour.
And then we can shoot it.
Avec un peu de chance, on va bientôt savoir.
Lights. There we
Je
go.
crois que la flèche réagit à mon arme.
Cool. We lit up both sides. The colours denote what weapons is red. Red is fire, blue is ice. I can't remember the other colours because we never see any of them in this category. So now we need to head this way.
Pour l'instant, pense qu'il y a dedans, histoire qu'on l'examine.
Roughly in this direction.
1000 étoiles. C'est une technologie des
Oh
gardiens.
yeah, then this guy, then Carl gives me a rundown of mods, but we've already done that because we set up some mods before we entered the game.
Mais oui, je pense qu'on peut l'intégrer sans problème à nos vaisseaux. De fait, si les autres flèches étaient actives, nous pourrions exploiter plusieurs modifications.
Ok, on n'a qu'à essayer ce mode-là. Ouvre l'ordi de ton vaisseau. Les modes qu'on récupère s'affichent ici.
Cool.
Tu peux t'en servir pour booster ton vaisseau.
And now she says, let's go back to Eli. And if I've done this blind...
Parfait. Et pour le signal alors?
C'est clair que le Drake a contacté la flèche. Mais je sais pas où est parti le signal.
I have nearly done it blind as well. Wow, okay. That's a first. Actually was going the right way.
Trésor, j'ai remarqué quelque chose concernant la flèche des gardiens. Elle émet
So now it's time for our last...
relique de Grant.
Celle que Shade a trouvée? Alors, ça veut dire que Grant est...
Hey, nous revoilà.
So now it's time for our last little bit of main mission for Eli.
Mais il va nous falloir un paquet d'électrum.
And the last bit of main mission we're going to do for the rest of this run.
Mais si vous voulez m'aider à améliorer sa vieille carcasse, je suis sûr qu'on peut la convaincre de faire un effort. Tout ce qu'il lui faut, c'est un processeur de minerai du site de minage. Trouvez-en un et je veillerai à ce que vous ayez votre part de profit.
Ouais, ok.
Cool.
Juste une chose.
So, he wants an ore processor.
Je peux dire que j'en ai bavé. J'ai jamais rien vu de tel.
Alors, où je dois aller? Dans une vieille...
So let's go and grab it. It's in this sea. Sorry, in these ruins.
Possédait tout l'électrum dont on pouvait rêver. Des créatures venaient de partout, creusant pour une vie meilleure. Puis il y a eu la Légion. C'est tout ce qui reste.
That's an email.
Ces rêves écrasés et anéantis.
Ah, okay.
Ce qui veut dire plus de ressources pour nous.
On dirait qu'on n'a pas tout récupéré sur le site du crash. J'ai ajouté un objectif à ton compteur. Jette-y un coup d'œil.
But now we land, we get interrupted by a fire giant. And again, This is the only thing we have to deal with here. We can ignore the rest. It says, please use frost weapons. Okay. Excuse me. I'd rather you didn't. There we go. He's dead, which means we can come around here, blow these up. Come on. Come on, let me... There we go. Pluck the door. There's the ore process that we need to pick up. Now, anything that does not get immediately absorbed into our ship is a heavy item. And we are not allowed to fly with it. So, we now have to play dodge the vegetation. Again, as we return to Eli for the final time. Yeah, I'm not getting involved. Goodbye. Oh, you... Thanks, game. Well, this is time loss. Free time loss!
Ces capsules éjectables ne sont vraiment pas discrètes. J'ai pu suivre leur déplacement jusqu'à leur base d'opération.
Do we deliver this?
Oui, la pièce manquante. Il est temps d'améliorer ce vieux tas de rouille.
So, we are just about done with the main mission.
Si c'est pas magnifique.
Now we take off and we head this way.
Et voilà, on a assez d'électrum pour lancer l'analyse de l'artefact. Tu peux mettre l'équinoxe à niveau depuis l'ordinateur de bord.
Ok.
Yeah, so now we upgrade the Equinox's Warden Cipher. And that's all the upgrades we're going to get. That's it, we're done with that. So now the rest of it's just good old-fashioned hard gameplay. I'm going to accept that just so that it gets it off my board and stops it from taking up a...
C'est peut-être le bon moment pour aller examiner ces autres flèches des
Yeah, stops it from taking up the...
Ces modifications seraient bien utiles au combat.
Saying that, I don't actually know if it's quicker to accept that mission and then cancel it or wait for it to time out. But here we go, we're now finally getting information on Starwolf.
Tu prends la monnaie cornérienne?
Ah, c'est vrai. Bref, il paraît que l'expédition s'est fait dévaliser. Un site de recherche sur Haven. C'est pas trop le genre de hors-la-loi. C'est peut-être votre homme.
Starwolf. Ok les gars. Ça pourrait être notre première vraie piste. Il faut la suivre.
But yes, we are... Come on. We're on Haven. Please give me the mission location. Thank you. Yeah.
Prêt à traquer Wolf?
Not far enough right. I need to remember to go more right.
Il n'a pas causé trop de problèmes.
Dans le cas contraire, on le fera payer.
Ouais, à nous de jouer.
We are almost at the objective now. Could have picked a better route, to be honest. But this is where we need to be first. Activate that. Now we do an anti-clockwise loop of this pillar.
On dirait un appareil de scanographie 3D. Il a l'air très sophistiqué. Je parie que leurs ingénieurs y ont consacré
I nearly went the wrong way.
On aurait tout intérêt à le démolir, c'est ça?
Quoi? Non, surtout pas.
Allez, assez traîné.
But lollygagging.
Parce que chercher Wolf tant qu'on n'aura pas allumé la lumière.
But yeah. Ah, I feel like I'm really low on my camera. Because I keep slouching, but then when I sit up, I'm off the top. I need to change the
Il a laissé tous ses gadgets de pointe.
cropping on the
C'est pas une
camera.
question d'argent.
That's all that is.
Peut-être les résultats de recherche.
I can fix that.
Ici. On devrait y voir plus clair
Yes, I do need to fix that. Come on, there we go. I need to uncrop and make the camera, make the view smaller.
Le sol est complètement retourné. Ces chercheurs ont dû faire une
So,
grande découverte.
when we come out of this little bit of cutscene, of it showing this, we just need to blow up these 3 bits of Nova in front of us. We will find an item that we need to take to the scanner.
Le mettre sur la machine de scanographie que tu as trouvé. Ça devrait marcher.
And then it will scan that. We'll get this little cinematic cutscene. Morgana! Yo! Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you for following the channel.
The only reason I called out your follow then was because you specifically said that. As with most of Club 601, my followers are normally anonymous. How are you doing, buddy?
C'était quoi ça?
Fox, je capte une signature thermique dans le secteur. C'est peut-être un survivant.
Je m'en occupe.
Come on. There it is. Lots of debris. And 2. And as soon as we get rid of this 3rd one... Come on, where is it? There somewhere. You're gonna make me do it from this side. There it is.
Ok, c'est bon.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no such luck for me. But yeah, once we've done that, we can leave. I know it says I've done 12 attempts at this, but I haven't. We are doing well. Mostly managed to get up for school this morning, those that needed to. I managed to get up for work. Little one that was off school today was up before everybody else because she wasn't at school today. We might struggle tomorrow though. I really should be doing this to get around the planet quicker. And then now, if I can do it.
La lune rouge?
See if I can do it.
J'ai pas vu de lune.
Parce que les hors-la-loi...
Now, either I timed that perfectly and I've just skipped a cutscene, or... No, I didn't. I did not time that right.
No.
T'es sûr de ça? Réception d'une transmission
No,
sur
there
la
it is.
fréquence des hors-la-loi.
But that marks the end of that split.
La lune rouge est géniale. Il y a des courses, des combats. Je m'y vois déjà. Mais qu'est-ce qu'on attend?
I know that's showing all golds, but that's because I deleted all my splits, because effectively I'm playing a new character with different stats and abilities, so I don't know how it matches up, and I didn't want my world record time polluting the data. And the reason they're all showing up as gold splits is because I did not reset the run count. But yes, we are currently heading towards our first boss fight. Surprised you're not taking part in golf, Morgana. And again, nice long travel section, so... Oh, you don't have Super Battle Golf. Interesting. I do, and I still haven't played it. Oh look. Dodge the trap, otherwise we end up in a combat encounter that we don't have to take part in. We can just run away from it. But blowing, you know, hitting that slows us down. Tempting to dodge. I wonder if we're going to get a different bit of music here. Because when you come through here as Starfox, Fox McCloud, you end up, you get some Corneria, I think it's the Corneria battle theme. Oh no, ads will run in 5, that's a shame. Hopefully we'll be done with Cash's base at that time. No, we do not. We get normal Starlink fight music. Nice. Okay. Nice. That's 2 taken down. That's smooth. What we want to try and do is... Oh no, we do get Starfox music. Dang it. I was hoping that was going to be specific to Starfox. What I want to try and do is stay as close to the front of the ship as possible. So that... Because when we take these out, if I'm here, I can shoot them as they come out of the door. There's still some out and about, so hit these down. There we go. Here comes Cash. And there's a couple of ships to take care of. Do you know what? Come on. Pop! Flashbang! Yeah, okay. Is he dead? Did we kill him? No, we did not. Nearly, though. Nice. So the door's open. So yeah, we will be done with this before ads run.
Attends, il nous a pas dit où était Wolf.
Cet abruti aurait déjà du mal à trouver sa queue, mais il a peut-être laissé quelque chose d'utile dans sa base.
Yeah, I need to do some recropping on my camera because the camera cropping was set up for my old room and I've not adjusted it since I moved. And I keep finding that as I have moved around in my seat, it keeps disappearing off the camera. French is quicker than English. I need to do a check for Italian. It might even be faster on Italian. But yes, French is quicker than English. Oh yeah, I forgot about the mines. But no, I've already put in bid war for the language because there's only a minute or two difference. And it's because of things like this where you end up in a place where you're just waiting for voice lines to finish before you can, you know, activate a thing. Now we've done that, we can leave.
Hey Starlink, vous me donnez un coup de main?
Voyons voir. Ça faisait longtemps que je n'avais pas vu cette...
I really should stop flying into those.
À l'époque, les prospecteurs minaient la glace de Tundria.
Not that it matters. Yes, but yes, it might well be. I can't pick Japanese because I'm playing on a European cart. Apologies for the blinding light, but we're heading to that white ball that's in the middle of the reticle line. Not the sun, the one beyond it.
Il fait des fouilles pour trouver d'autres pièces de la Légion, comme sur Raven. Mais pourquoi? Elles sont pas complètes. Et même si c'était le cas.
So in a minute we will get.
Il construit peut-être un nouveau vaisseau. Oh, un robot géant.
We'll get a cutscene featuring Wolf O'Donnell. So I'm just charging off in this direction because cool. There's the Fate of Black. We'll split there. Oh look, it's Wolf. Who gets told by Cash that we're being a pain in the butt, even though Starfox. Oh, it's put me all the way back. Okay. So now I'm just going to point at this planet, and every so often I'm just going to hold Y for a second. There we go. That was quick. Because then we get the fast travel to Tundria. So yes. Yes. Tundria is a snow planet, as is to be expected. But I'm glad we unlocked fast travel because otherwise that is a 15-minute travel. And you get blinded by the sun on your way past, which nobody wants. Instead we get blinded by Tundria. And yes, all of my split names are punned. But yes, apologies for ads. If you've got them, sorry. You're probably not going to miss much. You might miss this boss fight. Because this section is blink and you'll miss it. Dodge over the top of that. But yeah, we spend half the run. I'll wait till the ads are finished to explain this bit. So, welcome to the brig.
J'arrive près de la geôle de glace.
Oh look, there's a shield. We'll just drop out of the sky, use the jump.
Ouais, surveille ton jet diffuseur. Tu pourrais avoir besoin de décoller en vitesse.
Oui, bonjour. Excusez-moi. Pouvez-vous nous sortir d'ici?
Ce sont les chercheurs de Haven.
Oh, tu les as trouvés.
Ils sont enfermés derrière un genre de bouclier.
I'm just gonna face away from this and hope. Wait for a minute.
Ce terminal. Je peux le décoder d'ici.
Come on. Let me... There we go. Decode.
Ça marche, mais il faudra peut-être un peu.
Now we get another hacking fight. But this time we get to fight outlaws rather than Legion.
Attends, les drapeaux. C'est Wolf.
Allez, soyez.
Yeah, my wife is home.
Et détruisez-les.
C'est un piège.
Oh, he's behind me.
Plus vite avec
But we only get one at a time in this fight, which is...
C'est bon. Je fais ce que je peux.
Continue comme ça, Sleepy. On va devoir les repousser en attendant.
That barrel roll seems really lame. The weak barrel roll. Cool. There is a small skip at the end of this. When we defeat the boss that turns up momentarily. When this hacking finishes, there's one more outlaw. If I could turn around and hack the terminal again quickly enough after defeating the boss, then we get a little skip. Cool, so here comes the boss. She's gonna spawn here. Roughly in front of me.
Piratage réussi. Accès autorisé.
Gonna spawn here somewhere.
C'est hors la loi. Tous
Yep.
des bons à
Oh,
rien.
just to my right. Oh no, right in front of me. She gets a shield. So I need to use my shield to deactivate hers. She also has a anti-grav. Hello, dear. Still on the first run yet. It's a longer run with this. Now I need to get off.
Mais je peux te dire que ça vaut pas le coup.
J'avais dit à Wolf
Come on.
que ce piège était une idée stupide.
Let me hack.
Il va nous falloir des semaines pour trouver d'autres chercheurs.
À toute l'équipe. Au rapport.
Le piratage est terminé.
Damn it. I wasn't quick
Ces
enough.
chercheurs.
I thought I was too close. I think I was too close. I need to be further away. There it is, look. See, it finally popped up. Why is it? Oh, it's here. Okay. Excuse me. Game?
Hey, ça va?
Okay.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
That's the weirdest that's ever been for me. But now I know I need to be further away. I might be able to get that quicker.
Mais je ne pensais pas qu'il nous forcerait à y travailler.
And again, there's a fade to black at the end of this voice set, which it's almost as if there was meant to be a cutscene here, but there just isn't.
Bien que Wolf a de grands projets sur Achar.
And now we head to Achar.
En d'autres termes, tout ça n'était qu'un piège. Tu sais ce que ça veut
And
dire?
yes, as it sounds, the planet is fire and brimstone. Oh, sorry, sulfuric hits. No, you can skip some of it, but it's not easy to do.
Une chaleur écrasante et des
So,
histoires
like,
dehors la loi.
I can skip some of that by fast traveling, but there isn't a lot that you can skip. I did try and duke the game out of one of the cutscenes, but they're not a bother because you can skip them in seconds. So, final planetary incursion that we're going to get on Ashar. Yes, all the rivers here are made of sulfur. They will hurt if I land in them. Oh no, I'm inside the vicinity of a... Damn it, I'm falling. I'm nearly out. That's I'm out. Let's get back in the air. But yes, I've decided the R-Wing is far better.
Je le sens. Pas d'inquiétude. On le laissera pas s'en tirer.
Alerte de proximité.
Cool. Oh no.
Hey! Hey! Mais c'est qui eux?
Right, let's hope these guys don't split up. Because if they split up on me, that's annoying. Cool, they're all here. Ah, I'm stuck. They're all dead. Good. None of them ran away. This way.
Je pense que c'est la machine de la geôle de glace qui était dans la base de cache. Oui, je sais ce que c'est. J'essaie juste de comprendre.
I need to be back here because we're going to have to fly up into that hole.
Alors pourquoi celui-ci ne marche
yes.
pas?
Si on scanne la machine, je devrais pouvoir déterminer la source du problème.
I can tell you what the source of the problem is. Oops, sugar. I pressed B instead of 8. Come on.
Après ces relevés, la production d'énergie de la machine est pratiquement épuisée.
Super. Et comment on fait pour l'ouvrir?
So yeah, now we stare at this little light here. And we wait for it to tell us that we can open the door. Oop, nearly fall down. So now, play dodge the lasers. Well, they're saying that we really don't need to dodge it on the way in.
Une impasse. On dirait une soute à missiles.
Ne touche pas à ces missiles. Ils sont probablement instables et extrêmement dangereux.
C'est bon.
Fais
I
attention.
just gotta dodge them.
Ton vaisseau peut résister.
Ah, it blew up, damn it. Okay.
C'est sûrement pas le cas de ce missile.
Mon pauvre cœur bat la chamade. C'en est trop pour moi.
I've got to wait for the missile to respawn. It respawns on the floor. But, you know, it's not a huge time loss. No! Oh, that's 2. And all because the ship didn't want to leave the ground. Come on. Come on. Yeah, so what we actually have to do here is sort of flight up the wall. Unfortunately. And then out and down. Then we fix this to the door, and then a boss shows up. Because why wouldn't a boss show up? I can't remember which side he shows up on. I think it's this side. This guy has active shielding. Provided by 2 robots. There's one. There we go. 1, 2. Now, hopefully we deal enough damage to end him before he gets his second lot of drones. We do. Now we can come around here and wait again.
Ouais, arrête de jeter des fleurs et va plutôt réparer ce laser. Je veux voir ce qui a bien pu causer toute cette agitation. Dis-moi quand c'est terminé.
And then we use this to blow up the door. Now, I don't actually know if I need to go up here and touch it, but, you know. In fact, I'm guessing so, because there's a blue marker on it, so we go up and touch it. And then we get out. because we don't need to be here anymore.
Et je parie que c'est pas le seul vaisseau qu'il a pillé. S'il arrive à transporter ces machines de la Légion sur l'Ilat, Corneria est
And now,
il ne peut même pas les contrôler.
Non, il faut absolument l'arrêter.
there's a so now we need to head over here, and you can see next to the planet ahead of us there is a small asteroid. In a moment that will light up with a purple beam. That's where we're heading, and when that purple beam appears, that's when I hit my last split, because there is no fade to black here. It's just activated. And yes, I am definitely of the opinion the R-Wing is much faster. So effectively I'm getting people to pay at UKSG for less game. But that's okay, because it's Starfox.
Starfox, vous me recevez?
There it is.
Je suis là. Quoi de neuf?
Sage a détecté une grosse
So
quantité
there's
de
the final objective.
Peut-être un tournoyeur. Vous pensez qu'il s'agit de Wolf?
Impossible d'en être sûr. Mais s'il a un moyen d'atteindre l'Ilat, il faut faire vite. Vous êtes prêts, les gars?
Tout est prêt.
Les systèmes sont au vert. Allons à la chasse de Wolf.
We will get a marker on it in a moment. There we go. But yes, now we're heading down. We get another mini boss fight, but this time against all three of the sub bosses we fought before, all at the same time. And then we get the fight against Wolf in his X-wing, in his cross-wing fighter. I don't actually know what it's called. I believe it's the Wolf Mark II. But yes. Oh look, we've got another hyperspace trap. Can we dodge it? We dodged it. Good. And I believe that's the last one as well. Because when we get into like 8,000 units of distance, I believe these are metric. But I can't be sure because it's never referenced anywhere what the distance is. It's just a number. Oh, that's another one. So yeah, we're nearly there now. There we go. So we hit the limit for hyperspace. So now we're just cruising in sublight. We can still use the boost. And I've got this weird grip when I'm boosting and I need to use my weapons. I have my index finger on A so that I can still use the stick with my thumb. And then now we shoot the shield generators.
Starfox.
No, I'm not Starfox. I am Starlink. You've got the wrong team. We'll just shoot past the mines because they are honestly not that much of a problem.
Dès que mon nouveau tournoyeur sera prêt, j'utiliserai ses primes pour montrer à Corneria qui commande.
On ne peut pas te laisser faire ça, Wolf.
Tu ne m'en empêcheras pas, Fox.
Come on, are we close enough? I think we might be. There we go. So now the three bosses will spawn again. And you can say with some certainty now that this is not beating world record because it's just gone at 54:42. So they'll come out of the right hand side of this ship as we're facing the rear of it. There's one. That's one. We'll get rid of that one first as soon as he's there. Oh no. Fine. You can have orbital bombardment because I don't like you. Yeah, apologies for the blinding flash. He's doing a lot of barrel rolling. Not that it helps. Cool. I believe we blew one up with that orbital bombardment because That's Corval Grim. Now we need to go and shoot one of these. One of these being clamps off one of these. And we can just sort of roughly, we don't need to get it perfect. Just roughly, there we go. Oop, I should be skipping cutscenes, not watching them. Although that's another... Wolf, where are you? There you are. There you are, you... and as long as we kill Wolf before he finishes speaking, that's fast. Because then we are waiting on mandatory. He might not have as many voice lines actually, because there we go. And we've killed Wolf, so time's as soon as the cutscene starts. So given that I don't think this was a good run, but it's only a 2-minute difference on my PB, I am absolutely just going to put this... Yep, there you go. Literally 2 minutes on my actual PB. I will take that every day of the week.